Welcome to our podcast. My name is Talia,
I'm Darren.
and today we have a few topics that we're going to be talking about. First, number one is our biggest icks, whether it's in a man or in general.
And a man.
In a man. Okay. I'd say for me personally, my personal biggest ick in a man is when they don't apply pressure and act nonchalant 24/7 and just act like they basically hate you. Like, why are we doing that?
Well, yeah. Mine, probably everything. I don't like men.
Really?
But if I had to list three, probably I don't like nonchalant guys. You gotta care. Because if you don't care, I don't care. And then it's just a whole lot of nonchalantness. Second one, you gotta have hair. You have to have hair.
That's a plus.
I cannot do bald people. Not saying I don't like bald people. I do. But, like, have hair, please. And then third, be romantic. Don't be boring. Like, plan dates. Be spontaneous. Don't be boring. Bring flowers. Love letters. Important. They love it. Girls eat it up. For sure.
Overall, apply the pressure and we'll be good. That's all. Apply the pressure. Do you have any other icks?
And if you don't know what apply pressure means, give a shit. Just care. Being nice. Apply pressure.
Or when you guys are swinging and they have the swing butt when their butt is like halfway off the fucking swing.
Or when guys get out of the car and their fucking ass crack shows. No. It's over.
Automatic no.
Gotta go. Yeah.
There's belts for a reason, not to sag. That's another ick. When y'all have belts on and your pants are still sagging. What the fuck is the belt for?
Or when you guys were really old Air Forces, like with a nice outfit, and you have some dusty ass Air Forces on, like, no. Trust, it ruins the whole outfit, man.
Skinny jeans. On a man, I like a man who wears baggy jeans, not skinny jeans. Because that's giving 2019 and it's giving checkered Vans and Thrasher outfit. Don't wear skinny jeans.
Pecker veins aren't cute.
No.
If I can see your vein on down there, no. I'm gonna get scared.
Or uncircumcised.
No. You gotta be cut.
Sliced, please. And thank you. Our next topic is guilty pleasure. Mine personally would be the jewelry jars, the mystery jewelry jars that they post on TikTok, because the way the jewelry clinks and goes around in the jar is just so satisfying for me. And I could binge watch those for hours. What is yours?
I might listen to ASMR to go to sleep. And not just like the rain noises, like role plays. Like if you got gloves on, I'm gonna listen to it. If you got like equipment on, I'm gonna listen to it. Or like when they like pretend to do your makeup. That's love that. Love it.
I love the slime ASMRs when they poke it and like flip it around and everything. Just the sound of it and the look of it is very satisfying, in my opinion. Do you like those?
Yeah, I used to do that. My brothers would have like slime, and then I'd like stick my fingers because I've always had acrylics like forever, so I'd always like fuck around with their slime. And another one of mine is if you got an ass, I'm gonna look. Like if you got ass, I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
Or titties. If you have cleavage, I'm gonna look.
It's hard not to look, and it's impossible. And if you deny it, then you're a liar. Everybody looks at a booty, especially a nice one. That's everybody. Just saying.
Seeing a man cry, it's very empowering.
Psychopath.
It's a great sight. Love making men very insecure.
If you have a bad bitch and you don't let her dress like a bad bitch, then you're insecure. Don't date a bad bitch if you can't handle one. Period.
Oh, yeah. Tattoos. Love tattoos. If I have more tattoos than you, that's not cute. It's not. Like, you have to have more tattoos than me. Sleeves, preferably. I think within, like, the next 3 weeks, I'll have 2 more to my collection. I'm gonna get one right here. And then on my forearm. And I cannot wait. I think by the age 30, I want to have, like, half my body done. That's a goal. And I only go to one specific tattoo artist. Actually, 2. J2 at 406 Inc.
Yep.
The goat. And Melissa at the Brow Boutique. Perfect fine line tattoos. recommend her.
We both technically have the same tattoo. This one's mine, and hers is on her arm.
I can see it, but
And we both got it from the same person, J2, at almost around the same time frame. On to the next topic, which is past relationship improvements or ways that we feel benefited us into the next one or being single or solo. Starting with Darian.
you gotta start with me. I've had a shitty love life. Let's start there. It's been a fucking ride. But along that way I learned to get over people very easy. Very easy, like for a moment I thought I was cold hearted, like I didn't have a fucking heart. But I do. I don't care. I don't care for people. So for me, I learned to get over people and situations very easy, which I'm very grateful for. I'm like being sad is cool. Like I'll be sad for like a week and then get over it, move on. You know, those who are meant for you will be there, and then those who are not will not be there, and they'll make it known. So it's one of the things I learned.
Do you think a childhood trauma is the reason you are towards that?
Okay. Oh, for sure. I have daddy issues to the max, and mommy issues. I have a lot of issues, but I'm working on it. It's progress, but for sure, it's for sure family trauma. I've always been independent since fucking forever, man. Like I've always took care of my brothers. I always took care of myself. I really never needed anybody to depend on. So it's probably one of the reasons that I am that way.
Mm-hmm. What made you into that person type of thing?
Yeah, exactly.
For me personally, I'd say I grew a lot of trauma from past relationships, but I work on myself as I go into the relationship that I am in. Like there was some insecurities before and basically just working on that with my partner and letting them know why I'm upset about certain things and where that's coming from. That is a big thing for me lately is trying to work through that and not let that get the best of me because you shouldn't bring stuff from your past relationship into your present one because it could just make it so chaotic, make a bunch of things just a whole mess. So definitely working on myself and not bringing past trauma into the current. That's my thing personally.
It's a lot of maturity to do that and a lot of work. So props to you, girl.
Thank you, thank you.
I've learned. Well, I mean, it also could be my sign. I'm a Virgo. I'm very independent. I'm very non. Like I like attach myself, but I'm very like it's easy for me to detach as well. I'm like, and that doesn't go for like just relationships. That goes for like hobbies. It goes for like say honestly anything. Like improving every day, slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Working on myself for the better. Not only for me but for my kids.
That
That's for
part.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. I don't settle for less, okay? I have standards. Gonna keep them where they're at. And if you don't meet them, then you don't meet them. It's nothing personal.
Okay, next topic is life as a single mother. We are both moms. I have a son who is 3 years old.
I have a daughter, she's 2, and a son who's 4, be 5 in June. And honestly, our life as a single mom is pretty different. It's very different.
I raise my son on my own. I do have my partner to help me, but my partner is like the parent to my son, which I thank him for that every single day. And overall, though, mom life is pretty rough. Like, whether you have a partner or not, the mental that it takes, the strength that it takes to be a mom is, it's not
Times
for the
10.
weak.
It's
Hmm.
times 10.
Yeah, times 10. It's not for the
Take
weak.
whatever you think and then times it by 10.
Hmm. It's a lot, but realistically, we wouldn't change it for the world. We love our babies, but it's definitely challenging for sure. Do you have anything you want to add?
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, mine's pretty much sort of the same, but not really. I'm like, I'm not with my kid's father. We haven't been together for a while. So we like split into two. Watch them when I go to work. I have them on the weekends and when I'm not at work. I live by myself, just me and my kids in a little apartment. Yeah, I'm like, it's a lot. I'm like, it's a lot. Very much on your mental. Like, you feel alone most days. Like, you feel like by yourself, even though you're not. Um, you just have a lot on your plate. You feel like everything. You feel not only your emotions, but your kids' emotions.
It's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I wouldn't necessarily say that I miss out on lots because I don't like even before I had kids. I was never out like that. I was always at home by myself. So on that aspect, I don't feel like I miss out on a lot. I feel like um I just have little people to hang out with me most days, honestly. You kind of grow into it. You kind of grow to learn. Yeah, you get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like your routine. It's kind of who you are. I honestly don't even remember what life was like without kids.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm like my kids are for sure one of the reasons who I am. Like why I'm so independent.
It's kind of the same. Like our situations are the same but different. Like I'm not with the father of my child. My boyfriend is mainly just taking care of my son with me. We don't, me and the baby father, we don't really speak like that. So it's just my boyfriend and my son and I. We're all our own little family plus his son. So we're a family of
A
four,
blended
a
family.
blended family, with a bunch of love. But
Yeah.
it definitely is challenging. It's very overwhelming at times. And I do agree, you feel alone even when you're not alone. It's just something that a parent can understand. It's a lonely feeling. It's hard and it's stressful, realistically. Like, something that irritates me is when girls will be like, oh my gosh, your baby is so cute. I want kids now. Like, no, you don't. No, you do not.
If I had any advice for those who are thinking about having kids, wait. Like,
Yes.
wait
Mhm.
until you get your ducks in a row because having kids and trying to get your ducks in a row is a lot. And it's a lot to take on. And you just. I'm not saying you will regret it because you won't, but like you'll just feel like you would have changed.
I would make sure I'm 100% stable before I had my son. Because in this economy, it is hard out here. It is hard out here.
Fuck yeah.
Real hard. And not saying it's impossible, but it's rough. So,
Hot
oh,
out here for pimp. Real
facts.
hard. It's real
Facts.
hard.
Overall, if you don't have kids, wait. Take it from us. Wait.
Wait, girl.
Yeah,
You
and
have baby fever, go hold somebody else's baby.
mhm,
Trust me, you'll give it back.
mhm. They spit up, they have blowouts, they have horrible tantrums. Wait. And not only that, um I do agree with her, like, even though I didn't go out as much before, we still don't really get me time. Like, our this is our girl time right now, and we haven't hung out for like what, 2 weeks? Yeah, we see each other every 2 weeks, sometimes if we're lucky, every week. So you don't get much free time. So I just chill back if you're thinking about having kids.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to add?
Life is crazy, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just grateful I have two little human beings to cope with me
Mm-hmm.
somewhat. But no, that's about it.
So our next topic is kind of similar to the last one, bringing a partner into your kids' life, like how we feel about it and what you think about it, and et cetera, et cetera. I'm gonna start with her first.
I don't know if it's just me, but meeting kids is pretty freaking serious. I feel like it's more serious than meeting like parents,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, because like kids are like little sponges. They soak up everything. So like the things you think they won't know, they will. Um, they just remember quite everything. Honestly, wait as long as you can. Like, don't hop into it.
Don't rush.
Don't rush. Like, wait as long as you can. It's a blessing to find somebody to accept you, and not only you, but your kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy to find somebody like that nowadays, and someone who will like stick around, you know. So take your time, fill it out first. Go on lots of dates. Spend time with just you two, even though it's like impossible with kids, you know, like you have to like plan it out. It's a struggle, but make it work. Make it work. Before introducing your kids to a potential partner, just make sure that's what you want and
Mm-hmm.
make sure it's in their best interest.
Best interest. Yeah.
For sure. That's also something I'm learning. I'm like, because personally, me, I don't like to be alone. I don't necessarily feel like I have to talk to somebody all the time, though. I'm like, it's nice, but I don't feel like I have to. With kids, you definitely need to learn patience because it's not only, you know, somebody you're bringing into your life, but their life as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to think about all that.
Mm-hmm.
Because people stick around, you know, your kids remember people, they talk about people. Not necessarily saying that I'm like saying you guys will break up or whatever, but if that is the case, your kids will continue to talk about him. And it's like a lot. So just be mindful when it comes to that.
And I definitely do agree. I think it's great to wait till your children meet them. Just wait a little bit for sure. Okay, on to the next topic. What do we value most in our friendship? First, I'm gonna start with how much she cares for me. Like, she is like a down ass girl. Like, the only person that I feel has truly like cared for me in a way that any other friend hasn't, and is always there for me.
That's your stuff. That's so nice.
I'm just being real. She's always there for me. She'll always answer my calls. I can admit that I'm pretty bad at calls. I can take an accountability for that,
Yeah.
but I'm just not a calling person, but I do call when I can. Um Basically overall just a very good friend and person to be with and hang with all the time because our energy and our vibes just match like that. Like we're just like this. And like I'm not trying to be corny or anything, I'm being real. Like she's my bestie. Like
Yeah.
there's never no jealousy, there's never no weird tension, never comparing, always uplifting, and we're just supportive towards each other. Like we're just always supportive and got each other's backs for real. Anything for you?
Yeah, she's like a dog. She's loyal.
Bitch, mine was all sweet.
I'm just kidding. No, I wouldn't have to worry about her judging me or anything like that because like we're like the same person pretty much. Something like that. And I've known her since I was like teeny tiny.
Oh yeah.
So
Hmm.
I guess she's probably one of the only people in my life that I can trust. There's very few of those. I'm like, yeah, she's great. I'm just
Yeah.
very nonchalant, so it's like I can't get deep in my heart like that girl. You know I can't.
Okay.
I'll write you a letter for Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
Oh, my God. But definitely could not replace her ever.
Period. Another thing. I'm the person who's very more wording sentimental. But she has her ways of showing it by always gifting me the nicest things. Like she'll make me baskets. She'll literally write me letters. Like she that's her way of expressing it.
Yeah,
She
I'm not
can't
very wordy.
Yeah, she's not good with expressing it with words rather than more of action. Like I'd say her love language is like gifting and showing love with actions for sure. Whether it's in a relationship or a friendship. For sure. And I really value that about our friendship is how thoughtful she is. Like
Yep.
we both have our own ways of showing it and doing things, but it still is like there. The vibe is still matched. The energy is still matched. All of that.
Mm.
Yeah. Moving on to our next topic. Our next topic is goals we have in our life, short term or long term, whether it's something we want to achieve, like career wise, house wise, whatever. For me personally, I do want to become a barber. That's my personal goal that I want to
I
achieve.
didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't tell me shit.
Yes, I do.
I know.
I want to become a barber and I want to like do lineups, do braids, basically everything that comes with a barber's license. I want to do. I didn't want to do like regular cosmetology school and do women's hair because I don't see myself dyeing hair and like cutting like bobs and stuff. Like, I mean, if a man has long hair, then I'll have to do that. But like, I specifically want to work in the barber field for sure.
My career goal is to eventually become an RN. I'm taking classes for it currently. So hopefully in the next year, that's what I'll be. I honestly, at first, I didn't want to be in the medical field, but then I took a CNA job and I ended up liking it. So I think that's just the kind of career path I'll probably stick to. My future house goals: find a sugar daddy, pay my bills.
House goals, I know for sure I wouldn't want to live in the country. I am not a country girl. I'm also not a city girl, but like would prefer to live in the city. Like I'm not like a crazy city girl, like out and about all the time. We are very much homebodies. But I would love like a home that's in the city for sure. Um, just a nice modern home. And just make sure my kids have their own bedroom. My partner and I have our own bedroom, and I have to share a room.
Hopefully with conjoining houses.
Yes, That's another goal. I want to live next to my bestie for sure. We're just locked in like that. We're so locked in that we're gonna get matching tattoos.
Well, I think making a podcast should be says enough.
Exactly. Hey, another topic along the lines of that, like achievements and goals and stuff in life. I don't think I'd have much more kids because my boyfriend and I alone already have the two. I think just one more, possibly two at the most, but definitely nothing above that. Because some people be having like 10 kids. Could not be me. I'm sorry. If that's you, that's your own thing. That's wonderful for you. I am not trying to put my body through that multiple times, but raising kids alone is hard. So as of right now, I don't know if I want any more for sure. But if I could and I had the chance to, just I'd say actually just one more.
I want two more, boy and a girl. And that will be accomplished in the next like 2 years. I like to have my kids in the same age range. And
No,
if
that's valid.
I have to find a sperm donor, I will. I
Yeah.
don't care. I will.
But that does about sum up the this episode of our podcast. Um, if you made it this far, thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next one. Is there anything you have to say?
You're a real one if you watch this.
Facts.
You're a real one if you watch this.
Mhm.
It's very mediocre, but it's it's not bad for a first video.
We do have more to come. We just have to like talk it out and whatnot and think it through and everything. So stay tuned for the next one and thank you for watching. Bye.